Have you noticed the Japanese Pokemon market's on a boom right now? The prices are rising. There's investors that are switching from the English market to the Japanese market. There's some collectors that are switching from the English market to the Japanese market. In today's video, we're going to talk about that why. I'm going to give you my 5 reasons on why I think the market is going the way it is for the Japanese Pokemon, and you're going to want to stick around and see what's driving it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you're interested in future content like this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. It's Ken here with CSMCollecting.com, where I sell Japanese Pokemon products, sealed products, graded cards, and singles. Additionally, I'm an eBay seller when I'm not working my 9-to-5 military life during my day job, I guess, is what you can call it. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about the 5 main reasons why I think the Japanese market's on a boom right now. First one's going to be the exclusivity factor. Some of the Japanese sets are just harder to get. You know, some of the Japanese Pokemon cards have that rarity factor in the fact of there are some cards that just don't make it into the English sets. There are some cards that were in the Japanese 25th anniversary promos that never came to America, that never came to the English side. So they have that exclusivity factor. And then when you factor in some of the other things we're going to talk about today, that really starts to put that increase on why the Japanese cards are so sought after right now. You can throw the U.S. market into that factor of, hey, the U.S. market is crazy right now. It is super high, and you see a lot of people going away from the English version to the Japanese, to the Korean, to the Chinese Pokemon cards just because they're a cheaper alternative. Well, not only are the Japanese Pokemon cheaper, they also have the exclusivity factor as well. Point 2 that we're going to be talking about today is going to be the fact of it is a better quality card, and the pull rates are significantly better with Japanese sets. So I already did a video on this, kind of going over everything in detail of on average per box that I've opened for Japanese product, I've gotten 4 hits, minimum of 4 hits. And it's 4 special art rares, full illustration, etc. But I've got a minimum of 4 per box that I've opened. I can't sit there and tell you I've opened hundreds of boxes. I've maybe opened about a dozen or so since I've actually come back from Japan when I was living over there. But 4 hits per box. That's crazy. In the English sets, you don't get that. You don't get 4 hits per box. You might get lucky if you get 1 hit per 100 packs that you open. So the pull rates are just better. And then when it comes to the quality of cards and just overall how good the card is, the cards are just better. The centering's better. There's hardly any whitening on the Japanese cards that I've opened. They grade better, and they are just an overall better quality product than the U.S. right now. And I think it's just because of might be a culture thing and how the Japanese culture is, but like they are putting out quality product for right now a really good price, and that is one of the next things that we're going to talk about. So part 3, the prices are cheaper for now. If you haven't noticed, some of the Japanese product are increasing by the day. I'm not talking just 151. I'm not talking Trustful Festivals. I'm talking older sets of Japanese products are creeping up in price. They are going from what you used to be able to get for $45 to now $60. I recently, at the beginning of 2025, I went and bought a case of Paradise Dragona for just over $400. I cannot do that anymore. The prices of that set alone jumped $20 per box from January to March. That's insane, in my opinion. The fact that the Japanese prices are jumping that high, that fast, is crazy. And I think it is because people are catching on to how good the quality is of the Japanese products, how much hits you can get out of the Japanese products, and that it is relatively cheaper, like I said, for now. The 4th reason why the Pokemon market's booming right now is global demand and marketing is all over the place. The world is realizing how good the Japanese Pokemon cards are for their quality, for their price point, again, for now, and the global market is there. You can't go anywhere on social media without seeing somebody talking about Japanese Pokemon cards like myself. You can't go on Instagram. You can't go on Whatnot, TikTok, all the places where you can buy cards to include eBay and not find Japanese Pokemon cards. You just can't. Now, was it always like this? No. There was times when I was living in Japan. I would call my friends back stateside and like, "Hey, do you want any of these Japanese Pokemon cards?" And all of them at that time said no. I had one. I had one friend that said, "Yeah, give me some Japanese Pokemon cards." But all the other people I talked to didn't want that Japanese product. They wanted the English product. And now that the global market is catching on, the global demand is there, everybody wants these Japanese products to where when Japanese has a release, they're selling out instantly. Heatwave sold out instantly. Battle Partners sold out instantly. I cannot imagine what is going to happen when T Rocket gets posted later this year. The set is already pre-selling over $200, but when my Japanese distributors or the people I buy my Japanese Pokemon cards through, when they put it up on their sites for pre-order, are available for pre-order, they will sold out within minutes at 200 plus a box. That is insane. And if it is doing that for the Japanese market, I cannot imagine what's going to happen for the English market. So again, that fourth reason why the Japanese market is going up is because of global demand is there now. And finally, the fifth reason why the Japanese Pokemon market is booming or has that boom feel to it is reprints. That's right, we're talking reprints. And we're not talking the US reprints, we're talking Japanese reprints. They just reprint differently, right? So I know there's a lot of talk about the current English reprint sets that are coming. There's a lot of people that are bummed. There's a lot of people that are trying to do this buy now, sell now mode because, oh my God, reprints are coming. Japanese just do reprints differently. They reprint sets as soon as they can. At least that is how it looks like to me. That is how I perceive it. They saw Terrestrial Festivals had such a demand to it and did a reprint. They had 151, had such a demand for it, and did a reprint. And then what happens with the Japanese market and the Japanese boxes that I've seen get major reprints to include Super Electric Breaker, they drop for a little bit, just a smidge, and then they come right back up. If you go look back of when Japanese 151 got their reprint, the prices dropped to like 60 a box, 70 a box, which is amazing. That was a good time to buy. But now Japanese 151 is over almost $130, almost $140, depending on where you're getting it. After they had a reprint, sometimes you see that in the U.S. market. Years later, you see the prices come up, but not months later. So Japanese market has a reprint. It gets reprinted. The prices come down for a little bit, and then they're slowly going back up. And then the reprints are a big thing because the panic that reprints caused in the U.S., hysteria, I felt like, was all over YouTube the last couple weeks, talking about reprints. You hear about reprints in the Japanese market, but it doesn't really seem to have the same effect that it does on the U.S. market. So there it is. Those are the 5 reasons why I think the Japanese Pokemon market is in a boom. That's why I think it's going to continue in a boom. If you think that it is not in a boom or you think it's going to continue in a boom, make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Tell me what you think. Again, if you are interested in any type of Japanese sealed product, graded cards, make sure you check out CSMcollecting.com. Thank you for sticking around to the video. Please make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and see you on the next one.